Welcome to Metaphysics My Perspective. Okay, this reading is going to be for Scorpio, past life, April 2022. Scorpio, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for your likes, shares, subscribes, all your comments. I appreciate it. I just want to say, when it comes to these past life readings, they are so very, the reason that they are relevant is because the past basically shows you how it affects the present moment. So a lot of things that's going on in your present, and what I mean by that, a lot of things that's going on in your present moment right now, your day to day, is, it's basically governed from the past, your past experiences. A lot of people that I've met, very few, but I've met a few people that don't believe in past life at all. Like, they can't even grasp the concept. And you can imagine how alone I feel talking to somebody like that. So, Scorpio, I know y'all like to dig deep. I like you, as far as a sign. In regards to things, I have Scorpio in my 6th house, which basically allows me to dig deep and utilize the Scorpio energy when it comes to my work and my health and, everything. So when it comes to all of that in my daily routine, I basically embody the Scorpio energy. So when it comes, that is the house of daily routine and work and things like that. So it does allow me to get the accurate messages, because Scorpio is a very psychic sign, and one of the most, actually. They can, Scorpios, y'all can really see things about people that other people wouldn't normally see. So that's always good. But anyway, thanks for joining me. And so this reading is basically going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and South Node. And the reason I'm doing South Node is because South Node, basically, when it comes to your astrological charts, has everything to do with your past lessons and things that you've carried over into this lifetime from a past life. So let's get this underway. Now connect to Scorpio's energy. What are the messages for Scorpio Collective, past life, April 2022? What are the messages for Scorpio, past life, April 2022? What are the messages for Scorpio, past life, April 2022? What are the messages? All right. So, spouse. So basically, whoever you're with right now, or for some of you that's not within anybody, that's probably not going to resonate. So just use your own discernment. The person that you're dealing with right now, you've had past lives together, and that's very common when it comes to past lives, because whatever karmic lessons we don't learn are usually carried over from a past life into this life, or it's basically the roles are reversed so that we can understand a greater lesson when it comes to the collective, or on a soul level. So if you're wondering why you're stuck with somebody, or you can't understand what brought you together, that's what it is. And so just think about that. It could have been somebody you're dating now, it could have been somebody you're dating in the past. But if you're dealing with it, for the ones of you that actually have a spouse, where I've had, some of you, I feel like some of your spouses have transitioned and no longer with you. Some of you got a spouse that's coming up. So it's just something to be on the lookout for and think about. But this is what this is basically telling you, is that you've lived lives before with this person, and if you see them as familiar, or a karmic lesson or karmic soulmate, that's what that's about. Also pause the reading and kind of see what you get from it. A lot of times when you look at that card, you'll see visualizations, images, stuff like that in your third eye. I also read from the book to give you more information after I do my own little intuitive reading. So Scorpio, what are the messages for Scorpio, past life, April 2022? What are the messages for Scorpio, past life, April 2022? What are the messages for Scorpio, past life, April 2022? Native American. So for any of you that are attracted to this culture, or that you live in some type of communal setting, which is basically like, say everybody has a job, like in your family, like, say if you're a teenager, or like when you were a teenager, so your brother took out the trash, you washed the dishes. That's an indication of like a tribal setting. So it doesn't have to be so much as just tribes. It can also be just anybody that lives like this. It could be corporations. It can be your family, owns say a dry cleaning business or something like that. It could be that for the ones that resonate. As long, if you each have a job, or you live as a collective, that's kind of basically what that means, and what that resonates as. So you actually might have met your spouse through your family too, or an extended family, or he was an extended member of your family, and then you ended up getting married. Or it could be actually an extended member of your family that shares in the same traditions that you do. Now, some of you are reenactors. You like, you love this type of stuff. But if you're a close knit family, and you kind of live like this, and you're into these types of things, not so much as for example, you might have, when you were a kid, you and your brother, your family, whatever, you all like to go camping. That could be an indication of a teepee or a tent. So if you like the outdoors, if you like to hunt, things like that, or if you just like living outdoors, or going camping, or just doing things like that. I mean, some of you may, actually be involved in sports teams that have like names, like, when it comes to Native American names. I'm trying to think of another. I can't even think of any teams right now because I'm not really a sports fanatic, but you know what I'm trying to say. The Braves, the Braves. There's one baseball team. So if you and your family are like big Braves fans or whatever, and you really get into that, that could be an indication that, like I said, some of you are reenactors. Some of you, like I'm getting some visions of you, like looking for like you and your brother or your sister or whatever, or vice versa. You used to hunt for arrowheads, or you have arrowhead collections. That's an indication. So it's pretty what I'm getting for that card. But just think on that when it comes to that. And like I said, it could be any tribal setting or anywhere where you actually shared a close-knit family, where each of you had a job. All right, what other messages does Scorpio need to know in regards to their past life for April 2022? I swear I was tired during Libra's reading, the one before this one, and I don't know what was going on with their energy, but I couldn't talk and couldn't read or nothing, so they must have been really going through it. But like as soon as I tapped into Scorpio's energy, it's a whole different setting. It's like it's a little more lively, so that's a blessing. What other messages does Scorpio need to know for April 2022 in regards to past life? What other past life messages does Scorpio need to know at this time? What other past life messages does Scorpio need to know at this time? So Asia. So some of their culture can be resembled to that tribal, ancient Asia, things like that. So if you find your kitchens and stuff like that decorated with Asian things, or some of you could be Asian, it could be that too. You could just, some of you could be dating and your girlfriend could be Asian, your boyfriend, you you might own like a restaurant like that, like a Chinese restaurant in regards to that, and or work in one where you feel like some of you, I'm getting like teenagers or whatever that are working in Chinese restaurants with a group of people that feel like family, like tribal in a way. Some of you might have liked to collect Indian artifacts, or watch for example cowboy and Native American or Indian movies on TV shows, westerns, things like that with your father, or in regards to that, or you remember your dad or your uncle or somebody that liked that and it fascinated you and you was into it too. But all those are possibilities and possible manifestations in which this card can resonate. So it's just up to you to kind of, it's not going to resonate for everyone because this is collective reading, you're reading for millions of Scorpios out there, so just whatever resonates. So I'm going to read from the book, then I'll get you on your way. So please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, everything's in the description box. Make sure you look up your other signs again, your other placements in your charts, and look at them other readings to see what resonates. You might get more information that way. So, 85. Alright, so you drew this card because your question relates to marriage, relationship in this life, or a previous one. Perhaps your current spouse is someone with whom you shared a romance or relationship before. If you're single or present, or your future spouse is likely from your past lives. So basically what it's saying is basically like I was saying, it's like, if you meet someone in the future that's your spouse, it's probably going to be from your past life, Scorpio. In some cases, lovers reunite across centuries and share an undying bond of true love. This is what is usually referred to as a soulmate. So drawing this card can signify that the person you are inspiring about is in fact that individual. So it gives you a little information on that. So 71. Native American is going to be this card. This card signifies that you had an important past life as a Native American, which is connected to your current journey in this life. If you've been drawn to Native American artifacts, cultures, and spirituality, this is because they're familiar to your soul. Studying Native American teachings can help you awaken ancient memories and knowledge that you've already had stored within you. This card can also signify indigenous cultures from other countries as well. So any type of tribal setting, like I was saying. Perhaps you have some hidden anger or pain because of a battle or loss during your time as an indigenous person. And with other past life traumas, a session with a qualified regressionist can help heal this old energy. In this way, you can retain the lessons and love from that lifetime and release painful blocks, which is a good thing, because if you're carrying around the blocks, it's definitely going to affect you in this lifetime. So 17. A significant past life in Asia is influencing your current situation. You learn group harmony and the sacrificing of individuality in ancient culture. But the lessons of that lifetime need to be balanced in your current life's culture. For instance, you may have been in the habit of suppressing your emotions and opinions in that lifetime. However, in this lifetime, it's essential that you are aware of your inner truth. You're also being guided to express your beliefs and feelings openly with your loved ones in order to deepen your relationship. Your fascination with the Asian culture stems from your love and respect for the people you met in that lifetime. Consider taking trips to Eastern lands to reconnect with your ancient self and to learn more about your soul's previous journey. For those of you that actually like martial arts, or some of you I'm getting is in martial arts, things like that, or the Tai Chi, but for some of you that like TV, you should watch the show Kung Fu. It's an older show that had been out a long time ago, but they redid it. So I love that myself. So it might be something that you actually like. I feel like some of you do watch that. So anyway, Scorpio, that's pretty much what I have for you for April 2022. Stay tuned for later on in the month. I'm going to do we're having a solar eclipse this month in Taurus, which is going to be your opposite sign. And then we're having a lunar eclipse in May, which is going to be in your sign. So it's going to, I would look up your astrological charts and things like that to see exactly how it's going to affect you. When I do the reading for the solar eclipse, it's going to have, so information, and then I'll probably pull a tarot card too to kind of, give you more information on it. But, I would still recommend that you look up and see how it's going to affect you in different sectors of your chart, because it really does help. It gives you an idea of what to expect. As eclipses are known for eclipsing certain things out of your life, so you can eclipse a lot of different things out. It just depends which sector. It could be home and family. For those of you who are mothers, sometimes the kid can be going off to college, so that can be an eclipse. There's a lot of different things that could represent. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later in the month. See you later.